In this video, we're going to talk about thermal expansion, but before we do that, we need to review a couple of terms. So the first term we need to review is evaporation, and this is just changing from a liquid to a gas. The second term we need to review is condensation, which is changing from a gas to a liquid. So basically, thermal expansion says that when heated, all forms of matter generally become less dense and expand to fill more space. When I taught scuba, this was really key because inside every scuba tank is compressed air. Okay, and this is air that's been compressed at high pressures, so you can get more air into a small space, and so you can stay underwater longer. It was really important to tell our students that they needed to make sure not to leave their scuba tanks in the car during the summer out in the sun, because what could happen, that's what happened in this picture you can see, and this is a steel scuba tank, so it's made of steel. The temperature inside the car got so hot that the air inside that tank started to expand, and it actually exploded, and that's what happened in this car right here. They had a scuba tank in their car and it exploded. I've seen other people have had scuba tanks in the back of their truck, and what happens is there's a little nozzle on the top right here, just for simplicity, and the nozzle goes off one way and the tank goes off the other. And so they like to say the best way to put your scuba tank is sideways. That way they're going to go sideways and you're not going to have one like shoot you in the head or hit the person behind you. Another thing that I've seen happen is some scuba tanks, you can see they get kind of nasty, and the paint starts chipping off, and so what some people have done, which it's not really very intelligent to do this, but they will actually repaint their tank and then put it in their oven to cook the paint on. And what that does is putting your tank in the oven like that really degrades the quality of the metal, and it makes the metal not as strong. And there was a dive store I used to go to in Gainesville, and somebody brought their tank in like this. They had painted it at home, and when the person tried to fill it, it exploded and it actually blew the top off of the dive shop, like the ceiling tiles, and went through the roof. Luckily, the guy that was filling the tank, I think he might have been hurt, but I don't think he died or anything. But he could have. It's really dangerous. And again, when people do that, they drop the tank off, and whoever actually painted the tank, they're usually not there when you're filling it, so they're usually not the ones to get hurt, even though they're the ones. Stupid thing. So anyway, thermal expansion, basically when heated, all forms of matter become less dense. Maybe you guys have had Coke cans in your car and left them in there over the summer, and then they've exploded. I know that I've had this happen. I got back from the Keys once, and I had a 12-pack of Cokes in my car, and they exploded, and I had spots of Coke all over my car. It was really hard to clean. So that's thermal expansion.